Welcome back to the wide world of sports, and wherever you are, I hope you're enjoying all the sporting action we're bringing you this afternoon from right around the world. Wide world of sports.
Special welcome to Mr. Ferdinand Allen today, who's with us. So Frederick Allen, is it? Thank you to Mr. Fred Allen. Apparently he's here, so welcome to him. Talking there to JN. Right, first of all, what I thought we'd do was just have a look at a bit of the history of our three panellists. Now, I'm a ring-in, or whatever you like to call it, to the town.
Blow-in.
A blow-in, not a blow-fly though, am I, Sandy?
Not yet.
Right, so, and I thought it might be interesting for some of the other people around in the audience today who may not be aware of some of the facts that I uncovered in the attempt to bring everything before the screen today. But apparently Perce, locally born and bred, used to play in a band called the Homie Hotshots with Buzz, did I pronounce it? Buzz? Buzz, Homie, Jack, Perce, Gordon, or Wacker, is that what they used to call him? Wacker? Or whatever he was. Yvonne, the singer, and Gladdy. And also I had a bit of a run-in with some homies before I come to which I used to live with this guy called Randall Hommelhoff. And boy, I tell you, he was a big bloke. But then we get back to Jamie. I'd say, I'm going through a bit of Jamie's history. Locally born and bred, I would now classify him as retired sportsman and handyman. But anyhow, when you come back and you end up coaching out at Narraport, apparently there's a lot of history of the district can be traced back to that area, and I think a lot of it still rubs off in the Witchproof Narraport Club today. If you could just keep it reasonably short, because we've got a few questions I want to fire to other panellists.
Oh, well, just roughly on the history of Narraport, that I got tangled up with them back in the school, going to Witchy school here, back scratch matches and that, and during the war there was, most of the fellows were away at services, and that's how we, back in the high school here, there used to be a rivalry between Witchproof and Narraport and the kids there in those days, and that's how it started out there, and then after coming back from school, yes, I played out there the seconds, and went on with the seniors from 49 right through to the amalgamation, and a lot of good football's produced out there, and I think that over the years the amalgamation is one of the best things that's gone on to consolidate a good solid club here, and I feel that it's rubbed off in this amalgamation through over the 19 years it's been going, that the interest of both clubs and supporters would have followed that amalgamation have made a good strong club with all local players still trying to participate to make the senior side.
Right, thanks Huey. Now Perce, checking out on your history, it's an interesting little one. Played footy for Witchy from 49 to 61 or thereabouts? 50 to 60, I was a year out each side. Apparently a winger a la Ed McNichol had a bit of dash, would that be right on the wing?
I wouldn't have much dash as Eddie, I wouldn't think.
And apparently the highlight of the Saturday footy then was when the Homie boys used to roll up in the AJC motorbox. Was that Richie Ditch or not?
What do you know about motorbikes? AJX.
AJX. Well, I bet
it... Jam.
Is it? Oh, well, sorry. It wasn't the tin of jam often enough too, but it turned up on the AJX, was it?
Oh, yeah. That's correct. Sometimes.
Yeah. Could you just give it...
Get home on it too. No breathos in those days.
Did you have a licence then?
And another little snippet I found out about you, Percy. You used to work for Con Taylor when they used to load bags of wheat and had the bag hooks. And apparently during Smoko, the highlight of the day for everyone who worked there was we used to wrangle out a bit of a tune on the bag hooks, clicking them together. Would that be, could you give us a bit of a yarn on that one?
No, that's wrong. Who told you that one?
Rocky.
Whisperer can't disclose.
What's true? We never used to get any smokers when we worked for Con Taylor.
You hold it before you light it, you're a bit keen to get onto the cricket. I've got one down here. You said before you come back from St Pat's, age of 14. Now, just asking a few people around the district, was a big decision for you at that time between tennis, footy and cricket, and I think here might be the chance for you to have a little word about cricket. Just first of all, how did you make the decision to play footy before the other two?
Well, when I played at St Pat's, I played cricket. John Burt was a great friend of mine. He played for Ballarat College in the under-14s. He was captain and I was captain of the under-14s at St Pat's. And he was a great batsman and I was the bowler. And I could always get Bertie out and he couldn't realise how I could get him out all the time. Anyway, we had a lot of fun. Anyway, I come home here and Mum said, you better go and play tennis. Arthur Story got me in and he said, will you come and play tennis with us and that in Broadway. So I went and played tennis. And one day I played for a couple of years, I played tennis and I was 17 I think I was at the time. I went in, it was a stinking hot day one day and I went down the street with Arthur and a couple of other fellas and I had about 8 beers and I come back and Mrs Tommy Miller said, you stink of beer. I said, well stick the tennis up your arse. So I went and played cricket where we had the Boozy Blues at them time. My mate down the bottom end there, he was one of the members of the Boozy Blues. So that's when I went and played cricket.
Thanks, Jim. In footy gear and played and no one knew the difference. Was that true?
That's right, I've never played in my life before.
But apparently it didn't just stop on the footy field. Apparently you and Jane were bits of devils of women. You had to wear similar gear so they didn't know who was doing what with who. Is that right?
Yeah, we used to have a bit of fun about that, mate. No, it's a while back though, I guess. It used to be a bit of fun, yeah. And a girl, taking her to a dance the following night. A week later, swap over, they did no difference. Because there was no feeling in those days.
Right, the time you told whoever it was at the tennis court, whatever they could do. Then I got you down here, heard a few stories about the Caulfield, but there's a few other ones here. Apparently you called a few races at the local track here, and one day you've called the winner and all the boys have torn up the tickets for what come last and wherever else, and all the ones who you've called a winner have gone up to collect, and the one you called first come in last. What do you got to say about that?
Pulling back the winner.
Yeah, that was the day. The broadcaster never turned up for the races this day. And Mickey Kelly and Dickie Carmichael, well, you know Mickey, don't you? But Dickie Carmichael, he was secretary of the race club, the football club here for some time. Anyway, they get up there and Mickey's drunk and Dickie's drunk and they wah, 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 wah. And someone said, get them bastards off there. And someone came to me about the third race and they said, would you have a go? You've done a bit of phantom broadcasting. That's how I got up and had a go. And a dear friend of mine, J.N.'s late wife, she backs his horse, and anyway, there's only two in the race, and they're coming down the straight. This fella, he didn't fall off, he bailed out because he was on the favourite. Anyway, I called the wrong horse, and Peggy threw a ticket away, and someone else threw their ticket away, and everyone else, and they go past the post, and I said, oh, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I called the wrong horse. I said, I hope you haven't torn your tickets up.
Here I come.
Good going, James.
Thank you.